I'm becoming quite enthusiastic about Paulownia again. I know for a fact that these can grow at 3 metres per year here in Ireland. Mine, for the most part, are perhaps growing at about a metre a year, and I've seen evidence of a beautiful specimen tree in a garden in southern Ireland, which is about 10 years old, flowers prolifically according to the owner, and that's about a metre a year it's grown. Anyways, there's now a scheme in place, it's been in place since the end of 2022, to encourage farmers to plant a hectare of native trees on their land. And I can't help feeling that the scheme should be adapted to encourage, with a quarter of that hectare devoted to open-ended encouragement of planting exotic, weather, climatically resilient, non-native species. Paulownia are very resilient, climatically resilient. They're happy in temperatures for some varieties as low as -20, certainly -15, which I'd be surprised if we get less than -15 here in Ireland. Might do, but I'd be surprised if we do. Conversely though, Paulownia are more than happy in high temperatures, so low 30s, low to mid 30s. They thrive in Eastern Europe because they have hot, warm summers and extremely cold winters. So Paulownia are ideal for them. So far as Ireland is concerned though, I definitely think we need to be experimenting with Paulownia. And I would be encouraging people to plant Paulownia from seed-grown stock. Thereby you get a diversity to start with, and then you can take your best growing Paulownia, they're easily cloned, and then clone your best, fastest growing, thickest, most tolerant to your local environment Paulownia, and propagate them on so that you gradually develop a forest of Paulownia that's ideally suited to your particular locale. These are Nordmax. I have 5 different varieties here. Nordmax, I would say, Nordmax and Shantung are the ones that would stand out for me as being the best so far in my particular patch here. Certainly the stems on them, some of them have just taken off. They really are doing well. And these are a couple of years old, and I'm led to believe that after around 3-4 years you're going to get even better growth, and that's according to somebody in England who said that their Paulownia for the first 3 years were disappointing, and then all of a sudden in year 4 they took off. So these are Shantung, and what I notice about these is their chunks are definitely thickening up nicely. Conditions here are far from ideal for growing Paulownia. This is a north-facing slope, heavily shaded by the hedgerow and exposed to northwesterly, cold, severe northwesterly gales. So far from ideal, though, as I say, in good conditions here in Ireland, 3 metres a year is absolutely possible. These, even without ideal conditions, are very healthy, growing well. I haven't had any losses at all, despite cold winds, droughts, severe cold. I still have reasonable stock of most varieties of Paulownia. Paulownia are deciduous and seasonal, so this is the last batch that I'm germinating this year. These will grow on. the elongata will be ready this year. Not so sure about the Paulownia. It might be next year before they're plantable, saleable. Good stock of tomentosa, which is generally considered to be the more aesthetic, with lots and lots of gorgeous purple flowers for the beekeepers, great for pollinators. I'm selling root trained plugs, and you can plant them at any time of year. This one was planted last October, and these are elongata, high hopes for elongata, and I planted these last month in June this year. So these are just freshly planted. And one thing I would say with Paulownia is, notwithstanding it's going to take 2 or 3 years before they absolutely start to thrive here in Ireland, when you plant them in the first year, they're not going to do a lot. They're going to develop a root system more than top growth. The leaves of Paulownia are often used as fodder for livestock. They're rich in protein, and as you can see, these Nord Max are flourishing, good new growth. Interested? Lots of good information on my website, craigmitchell.me. Get in touch or buy online. Good luck.